Fish are drowning in oil just 3 miles away from the exploded oil and lubricant plant in Roseland, Louisiana. We have updates for you after we've spoken to many residents since Smitty's supply blew up on Friday, August 22nd, and rained toxic chemicals all over town. Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup on the ground. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the leading independent news outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up. Here are the updates from our investigation. Several workers at Smitty's Supply shared that they were texted their layoff announcements in this ridiculous FYI group message. Nearly 450 employees are now out of a job. Some reported that they've been robbed of their severances. Bear in mind that this town's population is only 880 people, and more than half of them live in poverty. The local officials still refuse to answer any questions about the extent of the damage to the environment and to local residents.
My eyes and stuff were burning. I started coughing because of the chemicals or whatever it was.
Residents have experienced bloody noses, headaches, breathing issues, burning skin, among other health issues. Yet they're all told by the EPA and state officials, nothing to see here. It's safe to come home.
There really is no imminent danger.
The sampling results indicated that the air held no danger to human health.
Is the water safe to drink? Well, I know my mom told me never to drink out the ditch either, so I wouldn't advise anybody to do that, whether we've got a problem here or not.
Sound familiar, residents of Flint, Michigan? Sound familiar, residents of East Palestine, Ohio, Conyers, Georgia, Monterey County, California, and all the rest of the cities and towns growing on our ever-expanding list of corporate sacrifice zones in the United Corporations of America? When will it end?
Two samples from Highway 40. The right one was from upstream, and the left one was from right above the booms that were collecting the oil.
Yet the daughter of one of Smitty's Supply's owners had a thoughtful message on her Facebook. There's no one to blame. Oil is everywhere, and everyone knows that. She cheerfully dropped some emojis to celebrate that there were no deaths. Well, thank you. Here's the best part. She told the townspeople to Google up cheap deals for cleaning services and find DIY cleanup tips to remove the toxic chemicals that her dad's company rained all over their houses, cars, and animals. Use your resources and simply clean it up. Why didn't they think of that? As my dearly departed grandma would say, the chutzpah of this woman.
Okay. This is not coming off.
First of all, I want to thank the President, President Trump, Administrator or Director Lee Zeldin over at EPA, and federal agencies that have helped us.
Dozens of miles around Roseland, people are seeing pollutants, death, and destruction. Somehow the EPA had the nerve to tell Roseland, Louisiana residents you could return home because there was, quote, no imminent threats.
Our air quality has always been safe. Throughout the whole event, our air quality has been safe. We're going to continue to, we're going to begin a more patterned output of information so that you guys are informed.
Mind you, this is the same guy who came out to celebrate Smitty's Supply's expansion in Roseland in 2021.
Well, Robbie Miller, our parish president, is no stranger to Smitty's in Roseland, but nevertheless today was a knock your socks off occasion. That is looking at a big expansion. And when I tell people that they were announcing that big expansion today, they said, what else is new? In other words, they're always expanding here at Smitty's, and there's some truth in that.
Well, Ken, Smitty's being an over 50-year company here in Tangipahoa Parish in Roseland, Louisiana.
The same year, the plant got fined $250,000 for spilling oil onto the road. Several residents are already suffering from these health issues. And in my experience covering other corporate sacrifice zones, tragically, it's probably going to get worse. We don't know how much worse it's about to get, but we'll continue to stay on top of this disaster while the corporate media continues to cover it up. StatusCoup.com/join.